All right, guys. I have a confession to make. So I have gone this entire event telling you the wrong phone number. Okay, so first of all, we're live with StreamYard. Thank you, StreamYard, for sponsoring the event. Amazing. Love going live with StreamYard. If you are going to leave a comment for us and are on Facebook, just make sure StreamYard and Facebook are allowed to talk to each other. You do that just by clicking StreamYard.com/Facebook. Super easy. Small Business Saturday. We've been celebrating small businesses, learning from high execs in great companies on how to promote and how to, support them today, of all days being Small Business Saturday. And that includes today's event, which if you text small biz to 717-670-6400, I promise you will receive a link to take you to our main hub. Unfortunately, my dyslexia kicked in. Love you, Daddy. I got it from my dad. But I've been saying 760 all day. So I'm sorry about the confusion. That's my bad. Luckily, my last guest pointed it out, so I can at least remedy the situation instead of thinking I was good the whole day. But I am truly sorry about that. If you have tried to look up the event, now you can. Please do it. I promise it'll work. Small Biz, 717-670-6400. I absolutely love the idea of having this main hub, this landing page of sorts for the event, having all my businesses on there listed, all the vendors, all the sponsors easily available, and it would not have been possible without the man next to me. So Ryan here is the owner and lead creative innovation officer. I'm trying to remember. Is that how you say it?
Chief Innovation Officer.
Chief, darn it. That was close. For DigBridge and Text for More, which Text for More is what created my amazing hub site, guys. So I wanted to introduce you to Ryan. One, because he's a sponsor, obviously, but two, because he's a genius, and all small businesses should look at this product as a way to market themselves and just make it super easy for people to find them. Ryan, before we get talking about the specifics, how it all works, what have you, please, can you just take a moment to introduce yourself and let us all know, who are you, Ryan?
Hey, everybody. I'm Ryan Swadley. Like I said earlier, I'm actually the Chief Innovation Officer, but I also do a lot of creative things too. So I guess I could be the Chief Creative Officer if you want to make that title up. At DigBridge, and DigBridge is basically a full-service digital marketing company, variety of different solutions for, anywhere from big companies to, even small business owners, entrepreneurs. We service a wide variety of clients, specialize in really all types of marketing, whether it be, things like this text to learn marketing stuff we're talking about today, like Text for More, which Tiffany's been using. We're also excited to sponsor, Small Business Saturday today. Excited to, even get on the show and spend some time with Tiffany. And really, from a perspective of DigBridge, it's really a digital bridge to all your kind of marketing needs. That's where the DigBridge name comes from. This transition from a lot of traditional media to digital channels to social media, really from the creative planning and strategy stages into implementation of, the projects, and even consulting, all types of development. So if it can be digital, we can probably do it.
Now, you've worked with some pretty big name companies, giving them this platform to use as like a landing page or a digital business card of sorts. I mean, even our mutual friend Mac has taken advantage of it to showcase his voiceover acting business, to, have little snippets of his recordings and whatnot to showcase them so people can get a little taste of what it is he does. I mean, how did this even come about? How did you come up with this idea?
Well, Text for More is really the idea of taking, a lot of people use texting now for things like, hey, my appointment's coming up, or talk to your friends. And really we started to think about texting from a perspective more like almost personally branded TV channels. They're almost like channels for your brand. Like, how can I get content out to both my customers, people interested in my products? We have a variety of different kind of marketing touch points. We all come in contact every day as a business owners. We post, we meet new people, we network, we have Zoom meetings, and this gives an opportunity really for you to get information on demand. So if meet somebody, and just like Tiffany's doing now, I can put a keyword on the screen and I can now instantly learn about a business. So in some ways, I think about it in terms of how a brochure really was kind of the pathway. People said, hey, send me some information about your company. The idea for Text and More is like really around the idea of why don't we make more like a digital brochure? People can tell their story and get a chance to really utilize multimedia, rich media content, video. And what's really cool about Text and More too is the ability to update your own content. So once you get a professional design by us, we work with you to create your brand and a personalized experience just unique for your brand. We'll sit down with you, and after that, we give you access to a personal dashboard, analytics, and even the ability to go in there and update it. So it keeps, in Tiffany's case, different shows she does, different announcements. It's a great tool for her to keep everybody up to date, and without all the programming, coding, knowledge, or anything like that required.
Absolutely. It was really easy to create this like site that, I mean, I know you keep talking about a brochure. Usually brochures are very short and to the point. My page is not so much. But that's because of the Small Business Saturday event information listed here. And I mean, it was so much fun to put together, and very user friendly, even for people who may not know a whole lot about tech savvy stuff. It was really easy. Click here, highlight here, post here, what have you. So I was very grateful for that. Made it super easy. And, I'm just really grateful because it's such a great idea for something like this that I'm doing, that, instead of saying, hey, I need you to look for a video in my post or whatever, or on my timeline to see if you can, Amanda lovingly pointed out. I love you, Amanda. Thank you for pointing out that I was saying the wrong phone number this whole time. I appreciate it. No, but it's such a great idea to have something like this for this type of event, because then it's all in one spot. Then I don't have to be worried about www. blah, 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 blah. I could just say text small biz to this number. Super easy. I mean, at least for the most part, people should know how to text, no matter how unuser friendly they are with technology and whatnot. And, they just click the link and it brings them to this page. And I'm telling you, this has been a journey trying to edit all of this and get it on here, but it's been great. I've had a really great time with it, and I'm really looking forward to, growing with it, using it for different aspects of the business, and seeing what else can be done with it to just make it more beneficial to the viewers, to the small businesses, and to me, of course, the business.
That's a good point. And I'm glad you displayed that so they can kind of look an example of it if they haven't actually looked at it yet. But one thing that I did want to mention, you asked about what kind of inspired us to create it, was looking at some of the bigger companies out there. They have a lot of different tools to do business. They have marketing teams, they have internal teams that do promotions and campaigns. And we really wanted to make a tool that small business owners could afford to kind of compete with the bigger companies out there and have a professional image and have the tools they need to stand out, especially after the whole, pandemic and all the, all the really setbacks for small businesses when they couldn't do as much business and closings. We want to give tools to small business owners to, make an impact. We also want to make an impact to the small business community, especially on like Small Business Saturday, to give them the tools out there to be able to, without spending thousands of dollars out there, a lot of this kind of stuff.
Yes.
When you hire agencies, marketing departments, and hire people, this allows you to have a professional image and then go in there like you're doing. And we're excited to see what you create. So once we kind of created the first draft of your page, which, you know, you gave us kind of an outline of what you wanted. We sat down and built the beginning parts of the kind of the structural design and what you wanted. Then you went in there and changed some pictures, updated some different areas to announce different guests that were coming on the show. So we're pretty excited once we do this to see what people end up when they actually start, you know, working with it, the kind of things they use it for. And we see lots of different creative uses for it. I know you mentioned that, you know, Mac, which, you know, does all the voiceover stuff that's been on the show before.
Yes.
How he's used it to kind
Mac
of showcase.
is pretty cool. Mac is pretty cool because he thinks of it as like a real digital business card. Like things that you cannot put on a physical business card, that's what he's putting on his page. So he can't walk around and hand somebody a business card that has, you know, little sound bites of items that he's done before, work that he's created before for customers. But his text for more page can, and on his business card, he could say, for, you know, examples of my previous work, text whatever his keyword is to this number and done. And how easy is that?
Yep. And that's just one way to use it. So that's an example to use for portfolio. Other people use it for products, product demos. Videos today, people are using these whiteboard explainer videos to learn about a product.
Yes.
Those type of things. There's lots of applications for that when it comes to, hey, how's my product work? I had a complicated sell, the technical details about it, or, you know, you want a consistency of message, right?
Yes.
Consistency of message is real important. You have different salespeople, particularly now when people can't travel as easily and people are working remotely. So it's good to keep people in alignment with, you know, kind of the messages, key message points for the, you know, what makes you different, what makes your brand special, and it makes it interactive and engaging. And then with the analytics, you know, you can kind of, you have your analytics page. You can see all the reports and information. When you first looked at your report, you couldn't believe all the stuff you were getting back in terms of the button clicks and what areas people are interested in, and all the information you can get for your dashboard.
It's so great, all the information you could get, because it's even like what type of device they watched you on or looked at your page on, how long they looked at it. I mean, it's really detailed. I know, like, I know there's so many people out there that's always looking for analytics and how to, you know, make it work for them. And I mean, you guys take it to a whole new level with this analytics section. I mean, even on mine right now, it says I've had 29 visits just today.
Yeah.
I think, if I'm reading it right.
And you got a lot of mobile people, and that's even without giving the right number out. So that's
not with. Let me tell you, I'm sorry, guys. Really, my bad. I'm so glad somebody tried it in front of me so that I could get it fixed. That's totally my bad. But it's so cool to see it right here on your main page. I mean, imagine now with the real number being out there, how much more clicks hopefully it'll get. And, you know, it'll stay. All the information for the vendors will stay on this Text for More page through Cyber Monday, because it's being rebroadcasted on Cyber Monday. Then the hope is to then, you know, translate it into where, you know, it's being transferred into the website or somewhere else for further use, so that I could start using the Text for More for my next project, whatever that project may be. Who knows? Me and Ryan are always coming up with great ideas and just going off on each other, going back and forth on some amazing ideas. So I'm really looking forward to this amazing, you know, collaboration between you and I to really, you know, see what else we can do to make this partnership between us work.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're very excited to see what kind of tools we can offer the small business community. and be a resource to them. And, especially you with your new ideas and things you're doing, as you continue to come up with kind of new offerings.
Yes. Yes, I'm telling you. I mean, even now that I'm thinking about starting a coaching business, teaching people how to start their own shows like I have, I mean, how great would it be to say, hey, you want more information? Just text small biz to this number and done. Super easy. You have all the information. It's just, I love the whole idea of it. It's great in a time like this where, we're doing so many virtual networking events, virtual meetups, what have you. How much easier is it to just say text keyword to this number and boom, you have all the information you need rather than writing your whole story into the comments. We've all been there.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely true. And when it comes, you haven't put a video on your site yet, but video is even another more exciting thing you do. Like I know Mac has a video.
Yes, Mac does have one.
Most people don't know it. When you add video to, say, a microsite, like a landing page, you can increase your conversion rates by like 86%. So
oh, wow.
there's a lot of upsides to putting video. And that's why YouTube and, video platforms grew so much, because like the human brain, actually, when it looks at video, it consumes it takes in 60,000 times faster than it does like text alone, like static content. It takes in video 60,000 times faster. So the human brain processes it. So that's why people prefer video, because you can gather so much more information and store it in your brain, just longer term, and remember a brand or a conversation and experience it. So the sight, sound, and motion adds more. Well, there's Text for More right there. And that was the idea about more when we named the product Text for More. The idea was say, hey, how can we give people more, just the website, more than just what they had for, like you said, just a brochure. It's not really a brochure. We said to call it something that you can relate to.
Yes.
I mean, really its own thing. It's a Text for More experience that you can use it for a variety of different things, depending on what, your business is. So as you've seen, once you start to go in there and edit your own content, kind of the sky's the limit with it.
Oh, absolutely.
Another thing that's been, that's a new thing that we've been working on in relationship to Text for More and applications that are kind of outside the box is a lot of people now have they're self-publishing, and they're promoting, say, new, like an ebook.
Yes.
There's a lot of things use this to say, hey, meet the author, learn about my book. This opens up the whole, kind of different aspects of promoting your book, especially as, you publish it and you build an audience around your book, right? And you get you connect your kind of readers that you didn't know before, and you have the ability to create interactive, rich experience and build a database over time that you can then really know who your kind of biggest fans are, kind of like as you become an influencer, especially if a channel you use as well. So it works as another way to promote, especially if you're an author.
No, that totally makes sense, because like even a realtor who they're always changing different properties or whatever that they have for sale. Imagine instead of trying to list out all the ones that they have in their docket, they could have them listed there on a page or whatnot, and people can just go straight to that page by texting and then have it all there for them to see in one spot. I mean, I don't know, that to me sounds like it would make everybody's job easier. They could be able to see what houses they'd be interested in. Plus, then the realtor knows exactly what house they're talking about because it's on their site. They can always look back on their site instead of having to go looking for it somewhere else.
Well, that's particularly good now too, because there's being more and more open showings via virtual showings, which has got the real estate market even more interested in this tool, where before they had a lot more physical showings. Now this has added more dimensions to when you're doing more or less basically Zoom meetings and other types of showings and streaming showings. It adds a lot of different options to that, whether it be virtual tours. Some people have drone footage now. They have more video to show different types of aspects in real estate. So there's a lot of opportunities for using that. And it also makes the real estate agent stand out from other real estate agents, right? And because
Yes.
they kind of personal, here's my available showings this week. You could text to see featured ones.
I mean, no matter what your business, there's just so many ways you can go about this. I mean, even my last guest, Amanda, she has so many different amazing products and services that she provides at her spa. She could feature a special for the week that if they text the number, they can gain access to that special, something to that effect. I mean, there's just so many different things you could do to just have so much fun with this. And, it's just a genius idea, Ryan, genius idea.
Well, thanks. I mean, really, it's a matter of come up with ideas you think could be useful for as many business owners, because we're business owners too. And we know the kind of challenges we face when we meet new people and they say, hey, what do you do? Tell me about your business. And this is a great way to put together this kind of rich content experience. Like if people actually text that more, they'll see a video about Text or More, how we use it for our own kind of story to tell about Text or More.
Yes.
As well. So it's one of those things that came out of a necessary, I guess, need that you find out there that helps you. And you think, hey, I think some other business could probably use this too. So why don't we make that a product? So that's part of how it expanded. And then we said, we create this in such a way that you can kind of do what you can imagine, if you will. We're kind of creating a platform with a kind of a clean slate.
Yeah.
That once we set it up, the professional design, particularly people don't have a team in house, like they don't have a web development team internally, don't hire, because there's a lot of different people that have to make this. You have to have IT type people that know IT, then people know how to step the texting part of it, and then the hosting of it. There's a lot of aspects of it, and the creative design part of it, graphic design, that we put it all together. And that was the idea for More. We say, why don't we give them more than what they would get just when you typically today, especially with a printed brochure and other materials used, and there's lots of different aspects to this that get you like you said earlier, help you be creative instead of worry about the technology part of it. You
Absolutely.
kind of dream up that, and we help it kind of work.
You're doing great things, Ryan. You're doing great things. I'm so happy to be teamed up with you, partnered with you in this journey with small businesses, helping spread the word about Text for More and how it can benefit them. If you'd like to learn more, you can absolutely text MORE to 317-342-8114. If that was too fast for you, no problem. Text smallbiz to 717-670-6400. My main hub will have Ryan listed there with all his information, even a website link or 2 or 3. I forget how many, but it'll take you directly to his websites if you want to check those out, or you can check out the Text for More site, which that's what you're going to want to check out. It's beneficial for you guys. Definitely beneficial to see, how he sets it up versus how I set it up, and so on and so forth. You just learn so much from how people set up their site. It's amazing. Thank you, Ryan, so much for being here tonight.
Oh, thanks for having me, and thanks for letting us host this great event today. And we were really honored to be part of it and help as much as we could the small business community, right?
Yes, thank you. It has been such a great experience having you guys as a sponsor for today and going forward with Small Biz Highlight. I just cannot wait for the future to see what all goodies we can come up with between now and then. All right, everybody, I will leave you with your kind reminder to put your communities first by shopping small and supporting local. Give me just a few moments and I will be back with our last vendor for the evening. All right. See you soon, guys.
See everybody.